Hi everybody, welcome to this webinar today about AI in Etsy, and today we're going to be having a few talks from myself. So my name's Teddy and I'm an Etsy seller and I'm also an Etsy coach. I'm a writer at my own website, which is teddyagsmith.com, and today we're going to be talking about how you can use AI tools in your Etsy business. Now there's a few different AI tools that people use, and AI is a massive topic that people are talking about at the moment. But it can be quite overwhelming because obviously there's loads of people talking about things like ChatGPT and all of these other AI tools that you can use in your business. So what you really need to be thinking is how you can actually use AI tools to improve how your business actually runs. So today we've got a few talks. So we've got one from me, which is going to give an overview about AI tools in the Etsy world, like what AI tools are out there and which ones you can use. And then we're also going to have a talk from Mortuza, who's going to go through how you can use some of these AI tools to improve your business. Now, on the call, we've got a few people who might want to quickly introduce themselves as well. So we've got Tracy, who's here from EHunt. Hi, Tracy. So EHunt is probably my favorite tool to use for Etsy at the moment, and it's really, really good value as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that as a little bit of a demo for how you can use AI in your business. Then we've also got on the call Nizam. So Nizam, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Yeah, hi, hello everyone. So this is Nizam from EconClips. So EconClips is a all solution provider for e-commerce service. So we provide all kinds of e-commerce solutions, and we do have expertise on every kind of fields like SEO and data management, PPC, and everything. So today we're going to talk about Etsy optimization using AI tools and how we can implement that. So yeah, Teddy. So maybe you will start first.
Yeah, I'll start with my presentation, then we'll go on. Just before we start, it'd be great if anyone here if anyone could put in the chats, like if they're already selling on Etsy or like where they're calling from, just a bit of background to where you are. Then we can, and if you've got any questions, of course, pop them into the chat or the Q&A box, and we can answer them as we're going along. So what we'll do now is we'll start with my presentation first. So I'm just going to work out how I can share my screen. Right. This is a new streaming software for me, so I'm sorry if I'm... Here we go, right. Okay, now I think you should be looking at a picture of ourselves. So if I go to this and then present. Great. So are you able to see my screen? If someone could just say in the chat or just message.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with this short presentation. It should only take a few minutes, and then we'll go into a live demo of how EHunt can help you. So it'll be a bit more of a practical session as well. So you should learn quite a lot from it by the end. So firstly, let's go through what is AI for Etsy sellers. So AI obviously stands for artificial intelligence. Now, this is a really big topic that everyone's talking about at the moment. And Etsy sellers are no different. When I have my coaching calls and when I speak to clients, they all want to know how we can use Etsy in order to, use AI in order to grow our Etsy businesses, because that's really what we're all here for. Now, it has actually been around for quite a long time. Like, people don't really realize, but AI has been around for longer than, ChatGPT. There's been some basic things such as, spell check, chatbot, even predictive text. All of these things have a certain level of AI in them. And these are examples of early AI. But now that AI has got much smarter, and it's actually become a tool which you can use to sort of grow your business. Now, most of these tools are built on the ChatGPT platform. But a lot of them also include things like image recognition and also even creating pictures. So it's now getting much more intelligent, and it's actually something you can use to sort of create pictures and create text for your business. Now, for Etsy sellers particularly, there's 5 main areas where we would use AI in our business. And the main one is SEO. So firstly, when your SEO stands for search engine optimization. Now, if you think about Etsy as a big search engine, it's exactly like Google, really. When customers search for things on Etsy, what they're looking for is they're looking for products. When they search things on Google, they might be looking for more information. Now, Etsy wants to show products to the customers in order of relevancy. Now, what does relevancy mean for Etsy? What it means is how likely is the customer going to buy something? So say, for example, if I searched for customized Yeti cup, then what Etsy is going to show me is it's going to show me products that are Yeti cups that can be customized. Now, this is because obviously Etsy wants to make as many sales as possible so they can get their commission. Now, on Etsy, that relevancy is kind of decided by how likely Etsy thinks your product is going to make a sale. So this is a really important concept to understand. And the way that AI can help with this is it can help you find the right keywords that customers are looking for in order to find your products. Now, keywords are just another word for search term. You know, when people type in keywords into Etsy, then that will be a whole keyword. So it's not necessarily one word, it could be a whole phrase. Another way that AI can help is with listing writing. So once you've got those keywords and you now want to create your listing so that those keywords are in the right place, now you could use AI to create your listing. Now, the way I've used AI before is really clever. What you can do is you can tell the system what sort of keywords you're looking for and what you want to include, and they will sort of start writing your description or writing your titles, and then you can use that and they'll be sort of already optimized. Another one is the actual keyword research itself. So helping you to find the particular keywords that you want to rank for. You can also use the tools. A lot of the AI tools also include sort of how much competition there is for particular keywords. So you can use that intelligence and say, okay, we've found the keywords we want to rank for. We've had a look at how we can include them in our description. What we also need to see is whether we've got a good chance of ranking for those keywords and then therefore making sales. Another part of AI, which is really useful, is competition analysis. So by using AI to look at the sales of the competition, you can actually start to find opportunities within Etsy. And of course, product research. So finding new products for you to sell within your business. Now, the way that the AI ranking, the SEO tool works is a bit like this. So I've got a quick picture here showing you how the ranking works. Now, I just typed in here personalized jewelry, and you can see all the products that are coming up are actually personalized jewelry. This is because Etsy has realized what I've asked. I've said, I want to find some personalized jewelry, and now it's going to show me the products it thinks I'm most likely to buy. And this is called the organic rank. So the order that the products appear on the page, this is called the organic rank. Now, each different keyword has a different organic rank. You know, I've typed in here personalized jewelry. If I typed in name jewelry, that might bring up different products. And that's because Etsy takes loads of data about which products sell and then shows those products to the customers. So this is what the SEO means. And this is one of the ways we can use AI to find the keywords that have got good opportunities. Now, the way that you use your SEO on your listing is by making sure that your listings are really optimized for your customers. Now, when you're writing listings yourself, you know, especially if English may not be your first language, what you might find is that you're writing your listings and you think they sound nice, but they're not getting the right keywords in the right places in order to get customers to find your products. And it's not just about making your listings look pretty. Like, obviously, making your listings look pretty is really, really important, especially on Etsy. But it's really important to make sure your keywords are in the right place so that the algorithm on Etsy can understand where your products are. And there's some really good benefits of this. You know, you're going to get much more brand recognition if people can sort of see your listings appearing for different keywords. You'll get much more brand recognition if they can see that, you know, your writing style is similar. You're going to get reduced returns because if you've got better descriptions, then people are less likely to send your products back. Overall, writing a good listing is like the most important part of your Etsy business. And that's where the AI tools can help. Now, if you have a look at something like EHunt, what we can do is we can help create the perfect title and the perfect listing by using the keywords that you've kind of discovered. Now, the best thing about this is it means that your listings and your descriptions are already going to be optimized. So it can save you loads of time. Plus, it can also make sure they're actually better than they would be if you'd just written them yourself. It can also help with tag generation. Now, tags are a big part of SEO on Etsy. What tags are is you're basically creating these like tags. They're like hashtags or they're like keywords essentially. And you're telling Etsy these are keywords you want to rank for. Now Etsy understands that and then puts it into its algorithm, and it's part of the way that it creates that organic rank that we talked about earlier. Now, it can be hard to work out, you know, which tags you want to appear for. So using AI could help you to find tags which are maybe less competitive or the right ones for your business. Now, product research is one of the most important parts of Etsy, because what it does is, you know, before you start out, you don't necessarily know what products you want to sell. You know you want to have a business, or maybe you're particularly passionate about making one type of product, but you don't know exactly which ones are going to be a good match. Now, one of the amazing things about Etsy Hunt is it shows you the amount of sales your competition has been having. Now, this is only estimates. It's not like exact data, but it's pretty spot on from what I've seen. Like, I've seen my products in here, and it is quite accurate. So what it does is it shows you the amount of sales your competition's had, and, you know, the number of views and reviews and things like that. And the reason that's good is because if you can see other products are selling well, you might think, well, I can actually make a product that is better than this one, or is as good as this one. And then you can kind of see if people are already buying that kind of product. That it helps you to work out whether it's worth you spending your time doing it. There are some other AI tools that are offered by other companies as well. Like chatbots is one of the big ones. Now, there's one called AppyPie, which is a chatbot. And what it does is it allows you to automatically respond to different queries that customers have. So if you think about this, if you know, when customers get in touch with you and they say, oh, what size is this product? Or, what is the expiry date? Or, what's the shipping times? You can pre-program all those responses so that they get sent by chatbot directly to the customer. That way it saves you having to answer these really boring inquiries, and you can save your time on actually, following up with customers and doing marketing, and, really freeing up your time to work on your business rather than working, in your business responding to queries. Another great thing you can do is marketing. So you can use the follow-up responses. There's some tools that can help you with following up to customers' responses. Like, for example, once they've bought a product, you can create a tool which automatically sends an email to ask for a review. You can set the time of how long that email is going to, what the wait's going to be before that email gets sent. You could even use it to ask people for feedback on the product. So, if there's anything you could improve, or if there's any other products that they might want to find. So those are the tools you can use for Etsy Hunt. Now, I have got some time now for a live demo, but just checking if Mortuza wants to check in here to see if anyone's got any questions so far. Let me just go and have into the chat. Okay, we've got some people here. So we've got Shilpa from India. Great, thanks for joining in. So what we'll do now is we'll go into a live demo of Etsy Hunt, so I can show you exactly how it works. Am I still showing? Right, okay. Great, okay. Excuse me for looking at my chin. I've got two screens. So I'm looking up here, my camera's down here. So this is what the Etsy Hunt tool looks like when you're inside. Now, as you can see, it's really nicely laid out. It's really easy to use. But so there's a couple of tools in here that I wanted to point out to you. And maybe Tracy can check in if there's any tools that she wants to talk about later on as well, as she's actually from Etsy Hunt. But I can go through the ones that I actually use in my business. So firstly, you've got the product section. Now within here, you've got the Etsy product database and the Etsy product chart. It's even got Amazon handmade products, but we're not going to go into that one today just because we haven't got loads of time. But the Etsy product database, what this does is it shows you a list of all of the products on Etsy, and it shows you some important bits of data about them. Now you can actually go through these products and using either keywords or using the filters in order to find a product that you sell. So what does anyone want to share what sort of products they sell on Etsy? Got customized jewelry. Okay, Shilpa says customized curtains. All right, well let's look at customized jewelry. So I've typed in customized jewelry, and then what's coming up is some of the products and how much sort of money they're making. So you can see here, this 14 karat gold, solid gold birthstone necklace is $21.66. And over the last 7 days, that's made 59 sales. So that's really good. That's like 9 sales a day. So now you can think, okay, well, I actually make a similar product to this. Maybe I could get to a product that would sell, 9 units a day. if that is the case, that's the start of a really good business. You can also see products down here that is a flower ring, exactly the same thing. If you sell one that is in a similar sort of area, you could or if you sell a ring, you could maybe potentially make 50 sales a day. Now you can see how powerful this is, because it saves you loads of time doing research with loads of random different tools. And what it actually does is it gives you all the data all in one place, so that you can see exactly how much money different types of products are making. Let's have a look at any other curtains. So you can see up to Shilpa. So great, we can see here off-white cotton fabric curtains. So this is a product here. You can see it's got 78 daily sales. Now what you can do, 78 sales over the last 7 days. Now what you can do is you can actually click on this to open it up in EHunt to get more details about this particular product. And then when you're in here, it will show you things like sales over time. So it will show you how the sales have been progressing over a certain period of time. It's also got the pictures on there, so you can kind of compare your products to the other to the products that are on there at the moment. It even shows you things like the tags that it's being that it's targeting. Now this is great, because if you can see the tags on here and you sell a similar product, you can maybe start to copy some of these tags, or take inspiration from these tags, or start doing research about these tags to see if they are a good one for you to use as well. Now, if you go further down, it shows you some more information about these tags. Now, I went through this a little bit during my presentation earlier, but what it does is it shows you things like how many views a particular tag will have, how many favorites it's got, what the competition's like. So you can actually see here that craft supplies and tools, that is a really competitive tag. But lace wedding top, actually not too competitive. Maybe if you do sell lace products, a lace wedding top could be a good one to talk about. Let's go into the other tools we've got on here. So if we go into the keywords section, we can actually type in keywords for our products, and it will show you also some more data using AI about that particular keyword. So for example, here I typed in necklace, and you can see it's got 96,000 views, 96 million, views over the last month, and 3.7 million favorites. It does show you that the competition is quite high, but maybe if you do customized, it shows you that the competition is a lot less, but there's still lots of views. So this is what you can use this tool for. You can see how the sales have been and the searches have been over a certain amount of time using Google, and then you can see where most of the sales are coming from. Now this is really handy if you're, say if you've got a business in the UK or the US, you can see that this is where most of the traffic is coming from. So that's another good thing to do if you want to see where your particular traffic is coming from. Then you might not want to be sending your products to all around the world. If you have a look down here, there's loads of other bits of information about the keywords and the tags that are used. It also shows you the categories and also the different some analysis about the sales ranking for those particular products and how it's changed over time. So as you can see, just by in 5 minutes of searching, I'm seeing loads of data about this keyword and this product to see whether I think it could be a good opportunity. So that's this is how powerful it is to see how the product research side can go and how much time that can save you. It even shows you some of the competition down here. Once you start using this tool and playing with it, you'll find very quickly how much time it saves you and how powerful it is. Now let's have a look at the listing optimization. So this is another part of the AI that we're going to be talking about today. So there's 3 parts to this operations section that I wanted to talk about today, that's to help you to improve your listings using AI. So firstly, we've got this listing analysis section. So this listing optimization, it shows you some information about some products in here. Now this is one I just saved earlier, but you can add your own products in here. So if you wanted to add your own products, you can start tracking. So you can connect your Etsy shop and you can start tracking your products. Once you track your products, it automatically brings them in so that you can start making changes to it. Now, if you click listing analysis, it will open up a new tab with a bit of analysis on your listing. So for example, it will tell you here that your character count is too big for your title, and it will even maybe suggest some tags. So you can see here, this one's only using 1 tag. it will suggest more tags that you can potentially use. Now you can do all of this within this platform and then just copy and paste it over to Etsy. So it is going to save you loads of time, and also the data that it uses could potentially be more accurate than you just using your own thoughts. So that's the first tool we've got in here. And then we've also got the Etsy GPT listing optimizer. So this is the most clever tool that I wanted to talk about today, because what it does is it tells you the different keywords you can use to create a listing. So just for example, if I go customized gold necklace with names, okay, we can type in here customized necklace. Okay. So these are the tags that we want to use. Now what we can do is generate titles. So if these are the tags that we want to use, when I click generating title, it will give me a suggestion of a title we can use for our product. And it gives you a couple of different options in here. So for example, this is quite a straightforward one, it's a straightforward product. So it's only got in here personalized engraved gold pendant for necklaces. If you have a top product that's more complicated, like for example, Shilpa with your curtains, you could type in here some of the materials, like if your curtains are made of silk, or for example, if they're embroidered, you could include those keywords in here, and then that will start to generate a more complex title for you. You can also use it to start giving your description. So this can save you loads of time as well, because it can be complicated to write a description. You might not know what exactly you want to talk about. So we can select some of these keywords. If I pick that one, let me name necklace. Custom name necklace for mum. So put that one in there. Gifts name necklace. And then we'll do diamond name necklace. So we'll put these ones in here. And then what we can do is we can refer to the product title. And then what we'll do is we'll generate the description. Oh, so reference title is, sorry. Let's just get one of these up. So I'm just getting a product from the database in order to start creating this. Okay, we'll use this one because it's making lots of sales. Product ID. So to get the product ID, you just get this code here. Okay, we'll pick some of these. Okay, and then what we can do is we can generate a description. Oh, it's not. Oh, here we go. Sorry, it's already done it. It's already. So then it's created a description down here using AI for how you can do this. So it is really clever. So then you've got different suggestions here. So it creates one suggestion. It creates another suggestion for you, and then you can use those descriptions in order to, like, you might need to edit them a little bit, but how clever is that? It's already created these descriptions for you, and that will save you loads and loads of time, because the AI itself has actually taken out things like the highlights, the benefits, the usage. It uses this AI to look at the listings that are already selling and then create listings for you which can already make you sales. So those are the tools I wanted to go through today. We've got first, you've got the products and how you can find products in the first place, so you can use that to do your competition analysis. You've got the keywords tools, so that you can use that to find the right keywords for your products. And then we've got the actual operations tools, which you can use to sort of create good listings, good titles, and really good descriptions, all just with the click of a button. We've only been talking for 15 minutes, and already I've created a description for your product. I've got a title for the product. We've got a list of the tags we're going to use for the product. And that was all in 15 minutes. So you can see how powerful this is and how much time it will save you by just connecting to the AI tools. So I hope you found that really helpful. What we're going to do now is I'm going to pass you over to Mortuza, who's going to be going through how you can make more sales on Etsy. So I'll
Hi, thanks, Teddy. Yep. That's a really good theory and everything about Etsy GPT and the AI. And so we received some questions, but we'll go through that after this discussion with Nijamuddin. So let me introduce Nijam. Nijam, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So you can go ahead, and later we'll conduct the question and answer session. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me know if we can share my see my screen. So give me a second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see a screen. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, hello everyone. This is Nizam from Ecomclips. So today we're going to talk about implementing AI tools effectively for Etsy optimization. Now, when we talk about AI tools, it means that you already know that how important AI is right now. So we'll go through the all of them, like how we can actually use AI and use it for Etsy optimization. So here are our contents. So the first thing that we're going to talk about the best practices of Etsy SEO. Now, because if you don't know the best practices of Etsy SEO, then you cannot use AI properly. And when we know the best practices, we'll go over like how we can use AI tools to optimize our product. And then in AI, you know that there are common mistakes and problems. So we can also move with that, like what are the common mistakes that we see in AI. And then we'll talk about the question answer session as well. So the first one, best practices for SEO. So in SEO, there are actually 3 parts in it. For example, title, description, and tags. So the first thing that we're going to talk about, title. So in title, there are some best practices. For example, the first one, title can be up to 140 characters long. Now, the question is how long you should actually use your title or make your title. And it should be around 120 to 140 characters. Because title is a place where you use all the important keywords. The more important keywords you input in your title, the more better it will result you'll find, because it's the algorithm works like this way. When you use any keyword in your title, it actually gives values to that. And now there is a very interesting part, like in the SERP or search engine result page, for example, when you search something on Etsy, it shows only the 40 to 50 characters of your title. Therefore, using the main important keyword and important information about your product within the first 40 to 50 characters is very important. For example, let me show you. So here you see that I check with jewelry, necklace, gift, mom. So for this keyword, you see that there are some products. And for this product, you see that after certain characters, so you see the initial few characters are showing here. So it's very important to utilize this and then clearly describe the item at the very beginning of the title, and then title should sound natural. So you should not just give keywords, stuffing the keywords. You should actually create the title in natural way using the keywords, and at the same time you making it natural. So it's very important. So we also need to avoid keyword stuffing, and we need to think that which keywords people are going to search with. So you need to also make sure that. And then let's go to the next section. Here are actually 2 examples that you can see. Just give me a second. Here are 2 examples that you can see. It's the title 1 and title 2. So in title 1, you can see personalized gift for mom, personalized necklace for mom. So this is title 1. And in the second title, you can see personalized necklace for mom with children's names. Now, out of these two titles, which one you think is perfect? You can let me know in the comment box. So in the first title, we can see that personalized gift for mom. So here is a keyword, a very good keyword, and again personalized necklace for mom, two important keywords. And in the second version, you can see that personalized necklace for mom with children's names. Now, when we compare these two titles, we can see that this title have some keywords, but at the same time, this title have keywords, and at the same time, it is reader friendly. So we should actually go with this title. And here you can see that personalized and personalized, we repeated the keywords mom and mom. So this is a kind of an example that we can actually follow when we prepare our optimization and the title. Moving forward, so now let's talk about the description. So in the description, there is no particular character limitations, but the initial few characters are very important. For example, the initial 160 characters is very important. So in these character limits, you should actually utilize your product information properly using keywords. So you should obviously input your main keywords, main important points within these character limits. And then create an inverted pyramid. Now, what does that mean? When you create the description, you should give the most important information at the very top of your description, and then a bit less information, important information that you find important, and then the information that are nice to know or that are general. So these are the pyramid that you can follow while you actually go through. Excuse me. Okay, so initially what you need to do is give the crucial information that the customers must know, and in the second part you should give the supporting details that the customer should know to understand the products, and at the end some general and background information of your product. So moving back to our description part, so then you should write in paragraphs and in short bullet points, because these are your friends. I'm going to show you some examples of this as well a bit later on. And then you should obviously give input all your important information in the description. You must combine both keywords and information properly. You don't just need to give just keywords and keywords. You better give keywords and at the same time make it readable and information friendly. And obviously you need to make it sound natural. So, and at the end, you should end up with a link. So now, for example, let me show you. Just give me a second. Okay, here. So you can see that this is an example of a description where actually there is a link. When you input links, it works as like a backlink. For example, when you input any of your product links, for example, this is your product A, and you can input your product B's link here. So this actually increase the SEO as well. And moving forward, let me give you an example. So this is an example of how the description should look like. So initially you should give the initial important information with keywords and better main important features of the product, and then some bullet points, and then the key information and key features. So this is an example. Look at this, the next example. So here you can see that this is another example where actually we have written this the same thing that you show that you see in the last slide. So this is actually the same thing here, but it is written in a para. So you should actually need to check, actually this is not reader friendly, you can easily understand. So you need to make sure that your description is reader friendly, like this one, like this earlier one. So moving forward, now let's talk about the tags. Now you know that we can use 13 tags in Etsy, and we should utilize all these tags carefully, because these are very important to rank your product. And each tag contains 20 characters so you need to make sure that your tags are within 20 characters, and the tag should be matched with a shop or search, meaning when someone when you need to think that what actually people are going to search with. So you can easily check with EHunt like keyword research tools to see what actually people are searching with. And when you are giving tags, you should use multi-word phrases. And you also need to consider synonyms and regional phrases. Also, you should target keywords that are long tail. For example, canvas, tote bag. So here you can see that within this keyword, there are so many keywords like canvas, bag, tote bag. So there are already 2 or 3 keywords included in this one long tail keyword. So always focus on long tail keyword. Now, these are some examples like how the tags look like. Now, moving forward, let me tell you like what are the things that you should avoid while preparing tags. So you shouldn't repeat any tags. For example, don't repeat tags multiple times, and you don't need to include any categories or attributes names in the tags without keywords or things that people would search with. You shouldn't include any misspelling, and you don't need to add tags in multiple languages. Just use one language, and don't worry about plural. So for example, if someone searches with jewelries, you can also include jewelry. You don't need to include both jewelry and jewelries at the same time. So now let's talk about how actually we can use AI tool to create the perfect optimization that we are looking for. So so you know that for AI there are so many AI tools available, like HCGPT, like for example ChatGPT, Google Bard AI. So but for HC, I think HCGPT is something that's it's dedicated to HC, so that's why we can use HCGPT, and it can give us real value because it is dedicated for HC. So to go to HCGPT already, it is been shared, but it's still let me show you. Like for example, you can go to operations, and from here you can go to HCGPT listing optimizer. So from there, what you will do, you will see this page where you actually need to you can give a link here, or you can actually give a reference title here. So if you don't have a title, you just write down a few words about your product, and then you can search some keywords from here, and the keywords will show there, and you can pick the keywords from here, and these keywords will show there. When these are done, you can then generate the title. You can click on the generate titles, and it will give you 3 versions of the title. So version 1, 2, and 3. So you can instantly get titles for your product. Now this is a great starting point, because you can now take this or take one of this title and start checking if it's perfect, if there is any keywords needed to be added, and then use that. So this is a great starting point. So after that, let's look at how we can generate the description part. So for example, in the description part, you can see that still we need to give like the keywords here. So when you select the keywords, and then what you need to do, like give the reference title as like before, and then give the highlights of your product. So, and then if you have a description, you can actually input that description here, and if you don't have, you can just simply click here and deselect it, and then there are some paragraphs names that this AI tool will give you. So when you complete all of this, and then you can simply click on generate description, and what it will do, it will give you 3 options of descriptions. So here you can see the 3 suggestions. So suggestion 1, and then 2, and then 3. So what it will so now you can easily understand that you can easily, using this AI tool, you can easily generate title, you can easily generate description. So from these 3 description, you can pick up one which you think better for your product, and then check if these writings are perfect for your project. Is there anything you need to redo or something like that? But we're going to talk about what actually are the problems when we take instantly the things from the AI. So let's talk about the keywords and tags. So so as you know that you can also obviously go to keywords, and you can check the keywords. Already it's been shared by Teddy. So still you can check the keywords if there are any keywords that you need to add in your description and title. And then when you find that these are the keywords that you should use, you can take it and use it in your title and description. Also, you can take them from the text. For example, you can go in depth of a product. For example, you can go to from product, you can go to Etsy product database, and from there you can give your URL, computer URL, and like search here. And what it will do, it will give you like all the details of this product. Like these are the tags that has been using by this product, so you can easily understand which tag people are using, and you can easily monitor their products. So and then let's look at what are the common mistakes when we take things from AI tools. So for example, as I mentioned, that when you see a title or description, you will see that this title maybe need to increase the character limits. Maybe the title need some keywords. So you must need to check it, and the title shouldn't sound robotic. You should need to make sure that the title is reader friendly. So you can see that overlooking human expertise. So this is one of the most common problems with AI. When we take things from AI, it overlooks human expertise, and sometimes it misrepresents the result. So the result you find sometimes cannot be accurate. So you need to make sure that you are checking things properly. And then sometimes the AI tools not remain updated, and sometimes it's not SEO friendly. So what you need to do when you have a description or a title, you need to check that if it is properly SEO friendly, if it is included with the keywords that you are looking for. And then sometimes, in most cases, we see that it underestimates the customer preferences. For example, when you write a description, you really focus on your customer. But when you use AI to write a description, AI actually overlook it. They actually don't give the information that the customer will look for, because this is an AI. So you need to make sure that these are the information, all the important information are included when you find a description or title. Sometimes there are misinformation in the title and description. Sometimes there are wrong data. So you obviously need to make sure that your title and description are properly optimized and without any error. So what I can tell you that using AI can make things easier for you. It's kind of like do the 50% of your job. Now you need to do the rest 50%, like checking the keywords, checking the information, everything properly. And then that's actually conclude my discussion. So if you have any question, you can directly ask. We'll actually happy to answer. Let me check if we have any question session.
Thank you, Nizamuddin. And there was a quick overview, and it was really very good. And Teddy, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah. So yeah, we received a few questions from our viewers, and the first one and the most actually we were getting one question frequently, which is like, how many tags can I use in my Etsy listings, and how it works, how the tags works. So can you shed some light on these?
Yeah, so the way the tags work is I think it's 13 you can use, but I'd have to double check. I can't remember off the top of my head. But the way that the tags work is they essentially give is you giving Etsy a bit of an idea about what your products are about. So say so in my business, one of the products I sell is a meditation candle. So one of my tags that I use is meditation candle, so that I'm telling Etsy what my product is. But you might also want to include a tag, for example, a gift candle, so that it's a good candle to use as a gift. Or it could be a candle for another type of meditation. So you might want to use maybe candle for spirituality or something like that. Now, if you're doing the research yourself, then you can kind of see what other keywords products are using. But if you're going to use the AI tool, then it will look at your competition and it will generate tags which it thinks that you've got a good chance of your products ranking for.
Okay, good. And another one, some of our viewer is asking, and can we review the competitors listing in EHunt, like checking the keywords which our competitors are using currently, or something like this? So is there an option?
EHunt,
Yeah.
you can see that the keywords that are being used by like just looking through. So if you can see the words being used, so that's how you can tell that it's using the keywords that you've inputted.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
another question.
when you create the listing, so if we look back at my example when I used the customized necklace, so I chose some of the tags that I wanted to use for my listing, and then I went through the next tool, which was the Etsy GPT, to create the description. Now, if you looked at the description that I created, then it would include the tags and the keywords so that it was, you know, really well optimized for the search engine.
And another question that we received, like, can we fully dependent on AI for product ranking or anything else?
So I never fully rely on it because obviously it's not completely intelligent, but it's a really good starting point and it will save you a lot of time. So what I generally do is I use AI to create the listing, and then I read through it all and edit it, make sure that it's, you know, fits with the kind of words I'd want my brand to use, fits with the kind of fits with the sort of the style, and all the information is correct. Make sure that it's getting things like the dimensions of your products and the weight correct. But it does save you a lot of time because, you know, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from a pretty good description already.
Yeah. So Nijam, I have a question for you here. So what are the restrictions on selling on Etsy and using AI?
Well, as mentioned earlier, like for AI, actually, we cannot actually rely on AI properly because AI is something that you can take as the starting point. It's like kind of doing you 50% of task, so make your things easier. So what you can do, you cannot rely on that AI, but what you can do, you can actually take the information like the information it gives to you. You can take it and then you can take it and then based on that you can actually move forward with that.
Okay. And another one, this is a common question for all, like how much time it takes to rank the targeted keyword. So is there any time frame for Etsy, or how do you work with these?
Well,
So it kind of
in
depends.
our
Oh no, you go
please.
first. It's fine.
Okay. So basically in our case, we see that it normally takes 4 weeks to index the keywords properly and show the ranking. So it depends actually. There is not a fixed time frame, but it normally takes like 4 weeks.
Yeah, so it definitely depends on the product. You know, sometimes some products are more competitive than others. Sometimes I launch products and I find that it's ranking straight away for the main keywords I want to. But yeah, generally around 4 weeks is when you should start seeing your products being ranking in the keyword searches.
Okay. And the last question, there are too many questions, but I'm just filtering these. And another question here, which is like, does EHunt suggest about why we need to review or update the listings? Like, is there any option for growth opportunities that we can see where we need to make the changes and things? Is there an option in EHunt?
Sorry, could you mind repeating the question? What's the...
Yeah, is there any option to check the growth opportunities of the Etsy listings? Like where we need to make the changes, like the title is 80%, okay, we need to make it around 100% and things. So is it possible?
Yeah, so it's not necessarily like whether something is right or wrong, but what it can do is it can show you maybe keyword opportunities that you're missing, and it can also show you how many. It can show you like how many sales your competition is making, and if you can see how much sales your competition is making, that's a really good thing to use for for finding keywords that you can use in your listing to start ranking for those keywords as well. So it does give you the opportunities that are out there that you can use to sort of improve your listings. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all for now. And yeah, so one thing I can add here, which is like for the promotion for our viewers, like EHunt is offering something here for us, like 113 EHunt Pro trial version, and this is valid for today and tomorrow. So I'll share the link after this call, and I already shared it in this chat box here, so everyone can see. And yeah, so and we will share this after this call again with the attendee who registered here. And yeah, that's all from here. And anything to add, Teddy or Nijam?
So
Hello?
yeah, nothing
Yeah.
really to add. I think the tool is really good, and it's really good value. That's the main thing about it. Like a lot of these software tools cost sort of hundreds of dollars, and it really doesn't need to cost that much. So it's worth looking into the EHunt, and as it's free for your first month, you might as well try, because there's no downside to it being there. The other thing is, if you want some more information about Etsy SEO, I've got a YouTube channel and I've got my website, which I've put into the chat. So that's teddyagsmith.com. And you can just search for me, Teddy A.G. Smith. Do lots of videos about Etsy and Amazon Handmade and things like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's really good.
Actually,
And we have used so far. Yeah, Nizam.
yeah. So as Teddy mentioned, yeah, EHunt is a very fantastic tool, and you can actually get a lot of data from it. So it actually really makes your tasks easier. So you should definitely give it a try. So as there is a free version going on, so yeah.
Yeah, and a promotional link, I'll share this. Yeah, and I think that's all from my side. Yeah, and let's add some more thing before signing off. And let's take a moment to talk about Ecom Clips for our viewers who may not have been familiar with Ecom Clips. So Ecom Clips is like for over 12 years, Ecom Clips has been at the forefront of the e-commerce industry, providing all full service solutions to online sellers worldwide. From expert consultation to seamless integration, platform integration, and we pride ourselves on being involved in every aspect of e-commerce. And we have different teams for data management, inventory and listing management, sponsor ad management, creative and graphics design, digital marketing, and customer service. So we do really help sellers to grow their business and things. And yeah, and actually our dedicated team has helped numerous sellers transform their businesses and achieve remarkable successes in the past. So I think if you have any questions and if you need any assistance, you can really visit our website, www.ecomplips.com. And for Etsy, you can contact with EHunt.com. And in future we'll share more valuable insights. And yeah, that's all for me. Let's signing off. Stay safe, and see you soon again with another live session. And thank you, Teddy. Thank you, Nijam. Thank you, Tracy. And we'll get back to you again.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Yeah. Goodbye.